Hello, YouTube. We're back with another VoD review. This time we've got NACL, the last days of week 2. I'm going over DSG versus TLC, which actually was a pretty fun series. Probably the most competitive series that we had last week. And then we have Winthrop versus Fly C, which game 2 was an absolute mess. But I'm recording that in a different video. But it is on the same stream, which you can find on twitch.tv/CubbyXX. If you guys have been enjoying the content, please think about dropping a like, comment, or subscribe. I say it'll really help me out, especially the comments. They've been mostly positive so far, but if you guys have any recommendations, anything else you'd like to see, or anything else you want me to talk about, go for it. So with that being said, let's dive on in. Doop-bop-boom. All right, I just practice cast this game with Deserux, so I've seen this one. DSG, we've got a pretty sound group/team fight comp being put together. Team in terms of the Rumble, not Brand. So, like, we're trying to play off a depth charge with Rumble ult, and then Brand over the top. They overcommit. There are some things that have to go in. These two champs are very vulnerable to Brand. I think Triss is kind of vulnerable to Brand. Ivern as well. So Brand can scale and get cooking in this game. But for me, the big thing for TLC is that their side lane should be good. So TF and Tristana, for me, should win against Corki and Rumble as this game goes on. This game ended up being dropped by TLC. I think they should have won this one. They were more committed to side lanes, but we'll talk about that as we go throughout this. Besides that, I really like the Ivern, TF, Leona combo. And Ivern, Trist is a reason to prio Trist over Corki for sure. So I appreciate that. Anyway. Hopefully I don't get as many headaches from YouTube today. My internet was big poo-poo yesterday. Okay, level 1 was actually as lame as we can go. We had a defensive ward. Heal's going to prep 2 camps and go to this side of the map. And then it's Brand top to bot, which gets spotted here from Roamer ward. No. The first pause is hit. There's really nothing to talk about so far. Besides the fact that Ivern got both crabs. But I'm not too surprised about that. We did have TP forced by Roamer first, which means that he has a slight item advantage. And he's going Kraken. As Kim Down's going to try and hold this. We do have some action here. It's a nice sidestep in the sun. Like, they always get a little bit, but brand damage is big, so they just get out. I think Corki's also at advantage there, so I don't blame him. And then that means Grubs go over to DSG. I will say this is a big win for DSG, because I think TLC abused Grubs a lot better than DSG. I really want Grubs if I'm playing the TF Tristana team that wants to play 3 lanes, so yeah, that's a good pickup. Dude, this is infuriating. All right, so Dragon comes later on. Overall, it's pretty calm early. There's really nothing to talk about. We do see Brand show here, though, so Ivern can maybe get up and take the crab on top side. Oh, yeah, there's a pause here. All right. Hooray! Skip to the pause. So I think, again, I think the game plan is if TLC can get solos ahead, I think it's big for them because they should be able to like win side lanes on their own. Nice, they spot Yukino here. I think he's just here to make sure Tenacity gets us all the way in. But that being said, they can play aggressive on bot side. So they take a really big chunk into Poom. And then they take bot side camp. So it's a pretty big spot at Yukino that actually enables them to get the wraps here. Yeah, okay, so this is the first fight. This ends up being quite good for Disguised. I don't mind TLC looking for this, because like Young in theory has to base and TB back, so TLC has numbers. And that does happen, like Young commits to the base and TB back. The Equalizer is decent with the depth charge, but you can see the Brand ult. It's starting to bounce around all TLC who are grouped. And then Poom drags Kim down back on the Equalizer. He starts ticking again. And then this fight gets wrapped up. I really like the flash commit onto Spawn. He actually goes down to Tomo, who kind of goes... That's a crazy play from Tomo, quite frankly. But he gets it and gets out. That was a bit risky from Tomo. All right. So it's 6 grubs for DSG. That was taken after the fight, which again is pretty big for them, as it's just a big deny from TLC. Like giving TF Tristana a lot of grubs is pretty bad. So I think the deny was really good. They are down 2 dragons though. It's unlucky that TLC spawned Ocean Soul. I feel like that's like the weakest soul that you can spawn. It's not terrible in this scenario for them, but it's not great. I think it gotten anything that would have been better. Tenacity is rotating up to try and make it to this Herald play. This is spotted by kind of, because they don't see him retreat. So they can assume that he's walking up and see he's pinged out by TLC. So they end up porting on him. So they get something where the Herald goes. And this for me is kind of big because Jenkins actually gets a solo TP from this. So like, if I'm TLC right now, I know you didn't get any of the grubs, which kind of sucks, but it's an even game and I have gold where I want it. Because Jenkins knocks down this turret solo now. Oh my god. We got a cat jam for J. Cole from Oxier. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, so I like this as a 6 scrub Herald. I like this play overall from DSG. Uh-oh. They gave the youngest person the Herald. This ends up hurting really bad. Because now we get chased. And Tenacity dies for the wave. So, that, I mean, they don't get the turret, and they end up losing the Rumble. Dies for the wave. Or he gets the wave, but I think that's the right call from Tenacity. And a good play from TLC. That said, Young's going to try his best to answer. Yeah, I really wish there were shorter NACL games somewhere, man. It's so tired of going through all this shit every night. Young gets murked. But Tomo actually cleanses out and gets a kill. So again, really well played by Tomo there with a cleanse. Cleanse is valuable for Tomo this game. I feel like there's a lot of things that he can cleanse. But you almost like have to worry about like, hey, once that's used and once the duration of the buff you get is used and it gets hard. I thought Tomo managed that really well in this game. He ends up being really big in the back half of this. And the fact that he picked up some kills early is quite good. Again, I think DSG's team fight, it's better. You have Rumble, you have Brand, you have Nautilus to set it up, and you have 2 DPS marksmen, whereas Kallista's going poke. I don't think poke Kallista is terrible this game, but the poke Kallista is now very far behind this game, so this Kai'Sa for me is infinitely more valuable. Roamer's the big person to worry about along with the TF. Kallista is not nearly as big of an impact. Oh my god. Okay. We're going to get a pick here on the Yukino. He was spotted by Keel, and he walks up and gets rooted, and then he gets gold carded thanks to Ivern Q. And then he gets one shot. This was bad from Yukino. This is a bad fight for DSG. The one change I make to this fight for DSG is Poom's going to get chased. They have Equalizer. I need Tenacity to throw that shit down just here. Like, force TLC to walk through this, so they want to continue the chase. Your setup's gone. So, like, he doesn't throw it, and Roamer gets this off. I think that Tenacity has to throw that to prevent the chase. Like, he used it here to defend himself, but it's not nearly as good as if they walk through it as a whole. They'd probably be able to sustain that damage back up, just given the redemption, but I think that it's the one chance you have to actually save Poom, and then have a play elsewhere on the map. You can see right there that Ivern was spotted, like, very briefly, and Yukino still walks up. That's quite bad. And Yukino, like, is a young player. He's gonna have to, like, he's on the team, because, like, he's quick to learn, has good hands, but he's got to stay disciplined throughout an entire game. And I really think this is like where Yukino can best level up his game. I hate it here. Because this is a common mistake I see from Yukino, right? And it's too bad because like, he does a lot of good things early. Like in Champs Queue, like I remember him just invading like a fucking maniac, and that's why he got noticed in the first place. That and his age, he's on the younger side of players. He was behind Griffin in No Team, or No Freaking Team, I should say. That's pretty fun. The NFT and their team logo was like the anti-NFT. It was pretty funny. I've heard a lot of good things about like working with Yukino, and like I think highly of Yukino, but yeah, I mean jungle is really competitive, and you got to string together good games, start to finish, and then here he gets caught again, killing a control ward. He has no prio on his side lanes and doesn't have help. Poom's killing his own ward right now. This is really, really, really greedy. Kill hits a big one, and it's the same exact thing happens. No treads, no access to tenacity, and no dice. Now Poom dies, and guess what? It's doomed. Baron started. It's a nice ult here from Tenacity, like just to harass. But Redemption helps them kind of sustain it, and Baron actually pulls them off it. Turn comes down, Young gets out. they pull Kimmy back in, and then they get out. I thought that was well managed by TLC. Some of my issues start coming in that. So you're going to see Roamer right now is up by 40 CS. He's doing a good job. I want them to play out 3 lanes here. Or at least 2. I want them to play out 2. Everyone went mid. Like, this is gross. Please, for the love of God, like, someone go answer the Rumble push or go bot. I know that we have no TPs, but we fuck our waves a little bit for this. All right, so now we have Tenacity bot. Roamer's still mid. I want it. I want Roamer after this. I really want Roamer to kind of fuck off and take something else. I felt like TLC played this way too narrow. I'm okay with a 4-1, but you should shift the 4 bot at this point and have Roamer pick up mid. So now they get stuck in the jungle. I guess they're fighting over jungle control, so it's okay. Red buff's up. It's okay. And they want dragon control. It's okay. But, like, they aren't taking enough from this Baron. All right, they get Yukino flash. Let's chill. All right, this engage from TLC was an oopsie for me. First off, look at all this control that TLC has here. They can hold this. Like, they can kind of have Leona, like, stand here along this brush. They don't have to give all this up. They can make them fight for this next line of vision. And they've kept DSG, like, pinned back here. So they should know that DSG doesn't have any vision here. So I don't like the fact that TLC seeded all this space. I know the blue trinket came down. That buys enough space to get them in. When Kim Down goes in, no one can follow up with where he's at. So I think TLC, like, that's a little bit on Kim for taking it. A little bit on TLC, like, whereas I want them to actually hold this space. I think there's no reason you should let them walk through here. Even after the blue trinket. I really don't. This is the formation that DSG wanted. And then they fire on the Trist. There's no buffer from Roamer. And then Brandall just bounces everywhere, and they murk everyone. It's a really good fight for DSG. I think part of it is the fact that Kim went in when no one else could follow up. And then the Brandall was big. And then they focused on Roamer. But I don't get why TLC just let them walk all the way in here. That for me is the mistake. I feel like that was quite poor. Also, they're playing the 1-3-1 comp, and the lanes are seesawed. So, like, you're playing for a weak soul and you have Baron. You could sack this or play for turrets, like, commit to that instead of playing for this and actually guarantee that you get an advantage in the map. So I thought that TLC played this Baron to play out poorly. And I would look at how you want to play out 3 lanes a little bit more on this squad. All right, this is a mistake from DSG. I like how DSG play this out and play for this. They need the team exit. Young's going to port to defend this turret. But now Roamer can answer with a port of his own, which is exactly what happens from TLC. I like this call a lot from TLC. This is a really good call from them. They get nothing for this. I legit think, like, oh, it's... So, what happens here is that Kim, he flashes into the brand queue. If Kim doesn't flash into brand queue, I think he hits an ult and it's playable. Because Yukino is no flash. So, like, he ults Brand, and it's doomed. This is the perfect setup for TLC. But that happens, and then he's able to get out. Now, they do fast track to the map. But that was a tough miss, I think. I really like that play from TLC. I think it was a mistake for Young to TP out, but TLC don't get anything off of it.
Timing could be great, but like you said,
Cubby. Ty Lawson, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. So, I like the idea here from Poom. I think Poom's a little bit far up. I don't know if Tenacity can actually hit Equalizer onto Roamer from here. So, I think that's the big thing. Because Tenacity has to get his Equalizer in here for this fight to be relevant. So, I think that Roamer created enough space where that's not doable. And I think Tenacity needs to throw Equalizer down in this choke.
Holy shit, he's hot!
And a Prime. Wow, goddamn. Very nice of you, Ty Lawson. I am in my Caleb Williams jersey, so being hot's actually relevant, you know? Where'd the Equalizer go? Oh, the Equalizer was bad. That's right. Yes, Equalizer was quite bad. I think the Equalizer is actually what enables DSG or TLC to turn this fight back. Because that Equalizer went very wayward. So I know Tenacity is not known for the Rumble play, but yeah, it was definitely has a little bit of work to do. So Toma takes down Roamer. He gets taken out by Jenkins. And then it's 3-on-3. We have a Baron hit from TLC, but it gets blue trinketed, so they have to back off. So they lose some tempo, and they lose Drake off that. I think TLC looking back, they should not touch this. I think Jenkins is too low. If Jenkins had lifesteal on his kit, it's a maybe. But given that he didn't, that controller was there. I don't know if they saw that throughout the fight. Oh, wait. Yeah, they do see it. Oh, that's bad. I think they kind of... Yeah, they should know that control word's there. And for me, it's an insta-base for Dragon. You can actually get pry over it. It would have been big. Instead, they try and hit the Baron. They base late. And I can't see the re... Oh, actually, they're still first. Okay, I don't get why Roamer and Jenkins are both walking mid here, though, when it's a Dragon play. Someone, please, for the love of God, manage this wave. Like, if you do show there, then you guarantee that, like, DSG gets to win the play. But by just letting this wave stack like this, they lose an inhibitor off this wave. So he has to get the kill on Tenacity and get his ult. But, you know, let's see how this play evolved. So it's an RFC gold card, I believe. Kimmy gets saved. Nice. So we had the 3v4, but the minions actually melt the turret. And now we're going to start Baron. And this is disaster. So again, that wave is really big. This is control warded, which, let's see if we know if it's control warded or not. No, it's new. We don't have a ward in this brush. Where's our scoreboard? Came down as multiple wards up. All right, so Kim down on the retreat for me. He's got to ward this if he has a ward. Oh, yeah, he gets saved. Okay, if we're going to like look back and like really hindsight Harriet, I think anyone from TLC has to go and ward this. Or blue trinket it. Someone. Because they don't have control over it. And this gets to control ward, like wins in the game pretty much. Because Jenkins just walks up and gold cards Young. And everyone goes for Young, but guess what? Tomo is the one popping off, and Tomo... All Tomo has to do is take out Roamer here. Because, again, Spawn is the Lethality build, and so Tomo just shreds everyone. And that's game. I think DSG outscales. We didn't play out our 3 lanes well enough for TLC. We took some bad fights. We had a bad Baron deploy. And yeah, it went bad. All right, I like this from DSG. They're going to slow push this wave because they want to match. They want to crash waves together. Tenacity doesn't follow through on that, but he has no flash, so I'm kind of down for Tenacity to the group here. I was okay with all this. And we have the engage. It's actually a really good engage here for TLC. They find not just Poom, but they find the Bran. And the Bran, like, if they find Bran first in fights, they've won every fight since then. That's that's not great from Yukino. Jenkins comes in, cards Tenacity. And then the next gold card. So Kimmy goes in. They get the cleanse from Tomo. And, oh shit. This gold card unfortunately catches a minion. I don't know if the gold card debuff still would have existed. But I got thrown at this minion. And it misses Tomo, who cleans up everything else. So that's unfortunate from Jenkins. And that's game. Go 6 grubs. GG's. Oh, nice bounce back from the skies. All right, that's game 1. On to game 2. Before that, let me just double check here. DSG versus TLC game 2. It is on here. Oh, wait, no, it's 2023. This is 3 months ago. There's nothing. That's a bummer. I wish we had VoDs uploaded individually. Very selfishly, but also here. All right. Well, you guys are just going to have to put up with that and YouTube VoD. Okay, game 2. Okay. We give up Skarner as TLC, but we have a Bash Brother answer. So we have a new answer from the top lane. It is a top lane Volibear. And that's the Roa. And then Flicker Blades. Let's go FB build. So the goal for this build is to max out your W's. And if you max out your W's, you can win. And honestly, against Skarner, it's doable. You also get the buffer Skarner ult and his E. I actually kind of like this answer. I was a big fan of this answer. I'll be real. That said, really hard to dive into this comp, as it's Zyra, Azir, Senna, Ornn, Skarner. Very tanky. So I'm like, where is our percent health damage coming from? Well, we have a Leandries, I think, that gets built here. We have Kraken, and then early LDR here, and a Rakan. Rakan plays really well with these two. I think there are a couple ways to actually get through the front line. Udyr has a way to go unstoppable that can get you through some of Zyra's BS. And VoD has the jump, and we can have Rakan to piggyback. On top of that, we do have some range. That said, this core for DSG is very strong. What I would have preferred... I don't think that Senna... I don't think this is quite the game for Senna, even if I feel like Senna might be the strongest pickup. Because the issue with what happens right now in the meta is that a lot of marksmen get narrowed, especially after game 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marksmen off the table. Damn, who do you play? Who do we play here? If it's not Senna. I mean, I honestly, this is kind of what we're running into. Giraffe ball. Create. Open. We could Caitlyn. It's not that great, though. Wait, is Ashe up? Bro. Play Ashe Tomo. Oh, no, it's not up. Okay, I was about to say, that would have been crazy. But you can see how, with the new format, Marksman get narrowed a lot. I think Jhin would have been okay here. But, we would have been a little bit low DPS with Jhin, honestly. I feel like we might have missed the mark. Smolder's not great here. Actually, Sivir would have been okay. I'm kind of down for a Sivir game. Like a Sivir or Nyla, honestly. I'm being real. Yeah, you can see how Marksman get really narrowed with this format. Just with bans and then the Fearless bans coming in. So regardless, I think the game is winnable for DSG. I think that they have some scaling elements and things that are quite good. I just don't think that Senna empowers the front line quite as much as she does in other comps. Nice trap here from TL. They spot Young there. Came down here. So they get the flash. Well done. And they're going to continue on the play. They're going to make sure they get their wards down. And I really like what TLC ends up doing here. I think that with Zyra, you have to contest plants and contest the first clear. And I think that Keel coming in and man-moding this is the way. Because now what happens is you have bot push for TLC, you have mid push for TLC, and you have top push for TLC. And Zyra loses out on a quadrant pretty much almost completely. And now if we see Yukino, nice juke here from Roamer. He keeps his flash, doesn't give away anything like a Dark Harvest deck. There's no Dark Harvest. See if always doing all right. Oh, we actually went for extra points. Interesting. All right, so Yukino is taking 4 camps so far, and he's gonna stop a base here. But now he gets fisted. So, like, that for Keel I thought was really big. Kimmy's here as well, because now, like, Keel, like, wipes the floor with Zyra on the first clear. What's up, Cubby? I also am cautiously optimistic about my rookie QB. If your rookie QB is Caleb Williams, you gotta be in. I was down on Fields, and so I gotta be in here. I wanted to draft Stroud, to be honest. Jaden Daniels? Oh, yeah, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, so, I mean, Keel's feasting on this first clear, guys. He hasn't even taken his own red buff. He's gotten 2 of Yukino's camps in the first clear, and then already took the Gromp in the second one. He's keeping red buff for after he resets. Pretty lit. Big fan. So we have a good combo that comes down here. It was Chompers into W. And then Kim down somehow gets out of that because Poom gets caught by another Chomper. Well done. Hold on by Roamer. Roamer's been playing Lucian quite well in this early season. And it's pretty powerful to have in this Fearless format, by the way. Like, not only just narrowing the marksman pool, but if you can play it in multiple positions, I think it's quite good. So, first Drake gets taken. Keel sprints over to get the second one right after this Drake's taken. So he's trying to keep up in terms of jungle dominance. And keep in mind, Keel, he actually went for Faded Ashes, so it is going to be that AP Udyr. So he gets Yukino off this one. And is able to take it for himself. Sorry about the quality, guys. I know it's a little bit tough sometimes. So overall, I mean, things are going pretty well here for TL. They have 3 winning lanes, and Udyr can actually get up in the face of Zyra and punish. So Zyra's been set behind. So I actually kind of like this draft from TLC and Zyra. I feel like you have to bully Zyra early. Or else Zyra, like, once she takes off, she's really tough to deal with. If you're walking into her on the map, it's really hard. If you're able to set her behind and pick her on the map, it's a lot easier. Okay, good escape from Kim. Unfortunately, it's guessed, and the second E is not good enough, so Kim gets taken down. Roamer and Keel did walk, but they're spotted out. Keel's going to hover here, but we got nothing. Let's see if we can look for a Souls check on Senna. Looks like Toma's doing pretty decently, though. See another... Warbox coming from Kim. That's interesting. I feel like Zeke's is really good on Rakan if you want it. Oh, this fight was funny. Okay, so we have Zyra rushing towards the top plant. And a fight breaks out. And we get to see this new bear build. So keep in mind, every W is big. That's plus 293. We have a Senna ult. The Jinx ult does some work. And you can see Yukino is kind of getting cooked by the Udyr here. Jenkins also is able to get a second 293 off. Stuns Young, gets the shield. 347. And let's have the healing thing. Another big 300. So, I mean, Jenkins got so much mileage out of the W here. Heal goes down to something a little bit goofy, but you can see the bear up there actually did some work in that fight. That was like 1,200 health worth of healing, not to mention the shields, which you also benefit from when it comes to that point. And then Young didn't know what would hit him. So Jenkins is in really good shape now this game, as he knew this bear matchup. DSG, unfortunately, did not know the bear matchup that well. God damn it, man. The worst part was Twitch isn't better. When you're reviewing the C9 versus SR game, it's actually already up on my YouTube, if you want to check it out. There was not much to review, though. I hate to say it. C9 played well, too. I think Shopify Rebellion are going through a bit of a identity crisis, but... Oh, boy. Nice engage here from DSG. You can see they have a lot of range with their tools. Spotify Rebellion, yes, of course. I think C9 can beat TL. I think they can, but I would favor TL right now. I think TL are the team to beat. They didn't put together their cleanest series this week, but I think that the way they play map, it's very sound. I've seen C9 play good early games, and I think they're cleaning up the back half of their games, but they're pressured a lot by Immortals and Shopify Rebellion. So I have faith that TL will pressure them more, and I want to see what they look like when they're pressured. Oh my god. Guys, look at the fiery bear. Look at how much damage Yukino takes to the bear. It's a lot of bear damage. Also, Roamer dashing around. Nearly gets it. Instead, Keel is able to clean up. Well played, though, but I thought Roamer played that well. And then Keel is just able to actually play bully ball here. Okay, Flicker Blades. We're working on it from Jenkins. Oh, that said, there was a play just committed in the bot side jungle, so I like how DSG get back onto the map and commit this top side play. They do find Yukino. And then, meanwhile, Keel just runs down Tomo and Poom, which is pretty funny. Look at the fucking damage that the AP Deer does, man. That's crazy. I don't know what we're doing here. It's Tenacity. I just don't think there's ever a play, and DSG just kind of die one by one. No Kim down either. I mean, we just died one by one. Didn't get enough grubs, and Roamer gets top turret, so TLC is cooking across the map. We throw it on Herald, which is the right play, given that TLC have to reset. So I did like this, and I like the attempt to play for 2 lanes. I think more and more teams are trying to figure this out. So Yukino, you know, compared to game 1, we get our driver's license now. I like that. Oh, that said Tomo ends up getting caught here. Which, this should not happen to me. He checks Fog. And now it's bad. I don't know how or why Tomo got caught there. That was pretty poor. And now DSG gets chased down again. So again, like, I was a positive play for DSG. TLC, like, they bounce back. I feel like they could have gotten out if they just don't contest the bot side jungle of TLC, but they do, and then they get cooked. So unlucky. You know what I miss, and I'm sure Emily does too, is the T1 KT banger series of the old days. Well, maybe KT revives themselves from the depths of hell as we see Kim Down get picked. He actually goes in. Kind of crazy. Nothing else, though, that can get Kim Down in this game. And while this is going on, we're buying time for the bear, which Young has to TP to, as Dragon is secured. But it still is a rather TLC-favored map. Up 4k golden. Oh, man, dude. This thing just skips everywhere on me. And they get the inner. And Kill just goes unstoppable and walks away. No, Kill! Yeah. He's chilling. He can still contest those camps if he wants, honestly. So it's literally the Andres in the defense for Keel. I really like this game from Keel. I thought Keel played really damn good. He had winning lanes, and he really drove this home. Meanwhile, Tenacity got cooked. Okay. Go Roamer Lucian. Roamer is very fed this game. Got any plans for the 4th? I'm not sure. I had a really cool 4th of July last year. We went to like a... Oh my god. Yeah, as you can see, this Volibear build is actually not bad into Tenacity. And then you buffer the ult, and he got munched. And now, Jenkins gets the base, TP to mid. There's a potential trap, which they find... No grand entrance, but I think the engage is still sound enough. Jenkins doesn't have an ult, but he's big enough where he can actually hold the front line. Young does a decent job in this fight. I thought Young actually played this fight quite well. Just didn't get enough. Last year for the 4th, I actually sat like on an LA rooftop and we watched fireworks swing across the city. It wasn't downtown LA, but it was like a little bit east of the city, and it was quite cool. It was really cool, Tim. Romer is using his health bar as a resource, and he's happy that his team has Jinx. This game's pretty tough now. I mean, it's been tough for DSG for a while. I feel like they just lost all 3 lanes, and Keel just absolutely shredded the Cyrus jungle. So, again, I was pretty happy with this game from TLC. Oh my. That surprised me. And they were spotted on a control board. Came down, prepped the R. E to Romer. They got Yukino's flash, too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at the Udyr damage that ends up going down to the Young. Look at this R damage. Look at this R tick damage. There's that volley E in there, but holy shit. He played the AP deer. GG's. Yeah, well played. That was a really nice comeback from TLC. I feel like this could have been a 2-0 for them. It was not, but I was really happy with that game. Yes, the Synderas start to emerge now. And the poopy support. All right. Gnar. Okay. Gnar for me is like in this game. I feel like his one item's pretty good. You synergize well with Maokai. It's okay with Rel. You provide some peel and some side power, but Camille's going to douse you on side lanes anyway. I will say, I don't think that the Jax matchup is that good in the Camille anymore. I don't think it's that great, so this might be Jenkins' best answer, I guess. Also, Voldibear wasn't an answer anymore, and they took the Poppy with it too, which Jenkins does play. So I think with the Camille in mind, that's actually not bad. Syndra Hui is tough. You do outrange Hui for the most part, so there is setup potential with Xin. And I feel like that's the path to victory here for DSG, is to do that and get on the kill Maokai. I think that TLC, it's very valuable for them to keep the flashes of their carries up, and they have the ability to wombo. Whereas DSG definitely can side lane better, can threaten flashes a little bit, but have to be very wary of this. I think that they need Xin to get ahead, which I think they have the lanes to somewhat support. It's not great for bot lane. I favor TLC's bot lane. Top lane, there are pretty defined waves you can play on with an R in this matchup. And then mid should be, I think, Syndra favored if you have winning jungle matchup with DSG does. I think it takes a little bit, but yeah. Anyway. I think Kim's got a base. No, he's going to stay. I will say it's a pretty AFK lane. I think Aphelios, when it's Poppy support, it's pretty AFK unless Poppy can all in. And Aphelios should be able to control that. Yeah, California is great. Don't go to LA though. Go to Go to any other city except for LA. Go to San Diego. Go to San Fran. Go to Sacramento. Do wine country. Don't go to LA. Okay, so Romer, drop that outside of the brush. I'm a fan. Oh. Okay. Nice escape from Romer. I think the way I've seen that played best is that you can fear Zin when he's mid-dash, but he couldn't do it that time as he was stunned. Now Yukino is going to fish for the red and then go for Jenkins. Okay, so Yukino highway takes 3 camps and just highways his way top and gets a kill. Well played. Not well played. Yeah, Yukino could have caught one more. He realizes his mistake. Not the worst. It's not great, though. Oh, yeah, it's not great. At least Jenkins gets the wave. Or Tenacity gets the wave, sorry. So Tenacity is up. That's quite nice. Oh my god. Okay, so I will say Young, back when I started casting in 2020, his best champ was Syndra. He was known for Syndra. His Syndra was fire. But goddamn, man. Well played. I mean, I know Yukino came and helped him initially, and he's gonna help him shove out that lane. I don't think Yukino should have. I think if Romer wards his top side, Yukino doesn't need to soak the entire wave with him, but it's okay. That's getting very picky. I think it's all good. Yukino's gonna go take an enemy camp and not his own. Oh, that's close. That's really close. I can't blame Poom for that one. Nice barrier from spawn. You'll ride up to the studio on a bear when you become part of the talent team for a tier 1 league. Oh god. It'd be fun. Oh no, Yukino. Oh my god, Yukino? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Alpaca? Oh, kill. Wow. Okay, so nice recovery from TLC. That's really big for their bot lane. Kind of surprised Spawn was down as much CS as he was against Tomo. I favor Aphelios in this matchup quite a bit. And the Rel against Poppy, I kind of favor that as well. I do think that Keel could have walked up and gotten this, the bot crab. Because him and Kim could have collapsed on it together. But not going to be the case. They get Poom. Nice aftershock from Poom. He soaked most of the damage here. And it's a trade. Yeah, Kim went in a little bit deep. Nice E from Young. He didn't have the stun, but it got another tower shot out of him, so then he got the free kill. So each mid gets a kill. And this is kind of a weird-ass game. There's a lot of trades going on. So Drake for top dive. Nice. I like this formation from DSG here. Like they definitely can get Jenkins. They see Keel on the Drake, so I like this play. It's a good flash from Jenkins. But Yukino gets him anyway. Does have to flash because he missed the W, but that's okay. This game's kind of everywhere, man. I feel like I've done shit analysis on this game. Or this series, honestly. I have done a lot of League today. It's been... I watched LCS, I did 2 practice casts. There are 3, I guess, 3 games that were practice casted. And then I did all my reviews. Yeah, Tomo went Conquer and is still up like this in this lane. That's... It's not good. I think Aphelios should be able to push around Zeri. Nice. Good quick reaction from Keel. It is a lot of League. I still hate the YouTube, man. This big-ass YouTube video gives me issues. It is. That's why I got the throat coat, too. So we have the take here from Keel. I don't love this. I feel like Roamer's not in position. Like, they might be able to get Yukino, but... Like, I'm not sure able to... He doesn't have Smite up. I think if we have Smite up, maybe. So you could have taken one of the grubs away. I like how Young's trying to hide that E. Oh, Tomo sidestep. Still burns cleanse. Tomo wins a big one. Spawn's not here. This is all DSG now. Yeah, it was kind of an awkward Mal alt angle. And once it misses, they can seed the rest of the play. Oh, boy. Kim was on a ward. Wasn't there soon enough. And Poom gets Young out. That's big. Center's been big this game. I mean, we just lose? He ate all the poppy damage, which is kind of significant. Nice Q from Kim. He's gonna die, but he saves his AD. We take those. Okay, so we have a trade. Tenacity is about on par with where I expect this matchup to be. Like down CS, but match Triforce timer, it's a win. And this is where Camille, I think, can be really good. Like from here on out, pretty much. NACL awake. I don't know. I'm doing shit analysis here, Kelsey. I did 3 practice casts some over LCS, then I reviewed LCS, and I'm reviewing NACL. Oh, Keel? Young's on his way, though. Oh, if he got the W there, it would have been really big. Still really well played here by Keel. That's really well managed here by Keel. That was really well managed by Keel. No, Spawn's not that talented. That's why we have player photos, you know? Then again, Trevor's player photo is not Trevor, so... Oh. So I think DSG this game, like, I want to use Camille on the side. It's the variety play with Kelsey. Anyway, this song was in GTA 5, so that's a Taylor Swift lyric now. Unfortunately. I still can't even beat it. Face blind, so I walk around Miami sawing people for my existence till I said hi. That's kind of funny. It's doomed. It's just a seesaw going on right now, but they keep on feeding Young the low waves, which I like a lot. Like, protect that Syndra and Syndra's flash. I think Young piloted... Like, I know Young for his Syndra from early on, but I think Young piloted this game out quite nicely. You have these Zeeks on Yukino. I remember talking about this in the Kelsey Moser co-stream. I was not a fan. Thought this would have been a decent game for a Frozen Heart second. Then again, Spawn did get behind. Still affects the Gnar, though. Wide time. What's up, Ezekiel boy? No wide time, Pepe Hands. I'm not too hot on the emotes here. They're hit and miss, you know? Okay, so we have DSG trying to Avengers Roamer. How do we get in this scenario, by the way? I think that Keel isn't playing... Like, I think it's a commit to drop the Drake, but I think it's a wave early. That's kind of my gut feeling for TLC. Like, they want the inner for the Drake. But I find this weird for them. Because Jenkins does have to catch this bot wave. And we just don't have the vision to know that, like, the Avengers are actually coming. Oh, wow. Let me just go on the TP. Wow, that's actually a nice Maokai ult. Damn. Fuck the TP. Nice. YouTube. It's on YouTube. Kelsey, Karen Moser. See, I know that one. Okay, nice Poom W. So we actually still get the Drake off that. This is a weird series of events.
Timing could be great, but like you said, Cummy.
J Lars 32, thanks for the follow. I found it weird that we have Hui. We sent 4 topside. And then Jenkins answers mid and then answers bot. I find this very awkward. I think TLC kind of botched this deploy. I can understand wanting to look for the Syndra, but I think Zin's spotted here by a sap. No, he's not spotted. Poppy's spotted by the sap. Jenkins could have taken another wave, by the way. They have like decent info here. I think TLC got cooked. This 4-man deploy top's kind of awkward to me with the retake. Hey, what's up, Chris? Congrats on making that series not exciting today. Yeah, this is a really awkward deploy for me. And it kind of leads to this map state for TLC, but Keel saves it. 18-2 now. What is that, the record against Dig? Nice. Yeah, this Maokai ult was really good. Like, this is actually a scenario where it's a 4v3 and you can't get cooked, but The Maokai ult makes it so that they can just one-shot Camille, whose TP was a bit aggressive, and then Young gets chunked too. It's well done. I'm not a KT believer this split. They lost Cuz, therefore I'm a KDF believer. Or a Cuz Lightyear believer. I'm trying to wrap all these up before LCK starts, guys, so we can all tune into some LCK. Because I do love my LCK action, too. And I gotta get some rest before Challengers League, which starts at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. With the LCS start time. What are they just playing the TP? Yeah, is it a good hole here for DSG? Okay. Watching Poppy hit W to run away from saplings is weirdly entertaining, by the way. Knight's foul. God, I hate these big VoDs, man. I really wish we uploaded them separately. Cuz nobody looked good. Actually, KDF to Worlds. Cuz is a good player. I'm a big Cuz fan. Always been a big Cuz fan. It is once again doomed for my sleep schedule. Oh no. Not like this. The first match tomorrow is good. It's TLC Supernova 2, Kelsey. So if you can make it. Oh my. Oh, Spawn just actually executes his replacement like that. Okay. How do we get here for disguised? So we're playing both side lanes and catching mid-low, except we don't catch mid-low. Yeah, Tomo's got to just... I mean, I think this is one where I can see why he's peppering the wave, because they have Cinder rotating, and Cinder's here, maybe they can contest, but given that everything that TLC has, like they have 5 here, no one's showing on sides. No one's showing top. No one's showing bot. I think this is a sack. So that hurts. That's Baron. Baron for outer. Good job, Tenacity. I like this. Hell yeah. I like that, by the way. I like that a lot. You heard the new Belvath Times Kaisa copy pasta? Oh no. Oh no. That's a good take from DSG. I like that. It's a good trap. Hey, with me instead. This is the first Shadow Flame I've seen since the mage item changes. Why would you build it on Sinner, by the way? Because then you get execute, like in the threshold where it's actually good. I know it's everything that Sinner wants, but like, isn't it just... It's bad on Syndra.
It could be great, but like you said,
like you get the execute from your ult, so why would you want the like your damage buff at low health doesn't matter as much. It does apply on each tick of R, so like if we might be able to get them there faster, which I can see, but still, it doesn't increase your threshold. Yeah, just go death cap. That's my thought. Okay, so Keel flashed away from Keeper's Verdict, but Jenkins is found. This fight's a little... Oh, that's really nice from Jenkins, actually. It's a really good stall from Jenkins. Spawn? Okay, well played, Young. They get Ocean Soul. This was awkward for me from Spawn. I don't think Spawn needs to do this. I think they can cook this right now if Spawn doesn't flash over. The Syndra hits a free stun. And then the 3 carries are up. Yes, use the Saplings of Doom. Tomo sends it and gets away with it? I guess Roamer doesn't have shit. Oh, good try. Damn, Keel's doing a lot of damage with the double support item build. Oh, it's a Randuin's for Zin? Okay, that's... Dude, this guy just loves the slows, man. Has he got slows? Yukino's in. Yeah, Jenkins did a nice job of stalling. I think that Spawn sending it here was just a mistake. Like, there's no need to rush the play like that. I can somewhat understand against Syndra, but... You also, like, gave up your flash for Syndra. Because if you don't... Like, if you're a Aphelios into Syndra, like, you're always scared of the scatter, right? The scatter's down, maybe. But nah. I think you cooked the dragon there. I will say again, DSG, they're up in gold. I do like their scaling quite a bit this game. Yeah, now we're no flash Aphelios. Look what we can do against no flash Aphelios. Nice engage from Poom. Really nice from Poom. Yeah, that was a... Did not agree with that play from Spawn. Is that game? Oh. It's Baron. Tomo's got BT, so he's chilling. And then they just gotta get Yukino back. Spawn's coming. If they can get another fight in the Spawn, this is a little bit risky. Tomo's low. He can E out the back of the pit, though. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nice from Kim. The CC. No smite. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Well, this series was something. Yukino, my goat, all part of the plan. Don't you mean Spawn, my goat? Guys, he flash to die, and then not have flash when he needs it to die again. And then we're here. And this really is the... Where do you think Bears finished in the NFC North this year? Second? I think the Lions are pretty good. Bears have a lot of talent. I'm just curious what Williams does. They have a lot of talent. Lions are good, though. If the Bears finish fourth to the Vikings, man, oh my god. Packers are heavy sleep. Yeah, Packers are competitive for sure. They're always competitive. That's why I say a second. No, the Vikings suck. Let's be honest. The Vikings are not doing much this year. It is funny, like how in football that division was pretty bad a couple years ago, and now it's considered good. Two pack Bears, 3-4 Vikes. I think most people have the Vikes 4. I'm gonna return to this game though. We have an Elder fight. I could see the pack beating out the Bears, but I gotta have faith. The Bears have a lot of talent. Their defense played really well in the back half of last season. Split Captain Eberflus's job. Oh, they got Yukino? Good R from Yukino. Oh my god. Oh, it's close. I mean, Keel tried to Q flash it. It's close. That sucks. I mean, they kept Yukino out of the pit in a way. Like, he's chunked. I'm down to go for this. We'll play Tomo. All right, well, Tomo won 2 of these games pretty much for DSG, I guess. Sheesh. Good job, Tomo. Good to see him fighting well on the Zeri Kaisa. Again, I think that in LCS, he proved that he is a LCS caliber laner. Not always an LCS caliber team fighter. So whenever Tomo, for me, puts up big team fights to split, I feel like it's a big win for him. All right. Congrats to DSG. That's it for this VoD review of DSG versus TLC. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to hit like, subscribe, or comment. That helps me out a lot. And if you guys want to join the streams, you can follow me on twitch.tv/CubbyXX.